that we are. So hold on. Go ahead and refresh your page. Yeah, that's so weird. Is it? Yeah, now it says that we're live. Oh my gosh, how dumb. Oh my god, see.
There's a reason, babe.
No.
We're talking about things. We're
Well,
talking about things that they probably don't need to know about.
oh my gosh. I guess, but we're journalizing.
What?
I said we're journalizing. And I want it captured. I just do. Oh my god. Okay.
Long story
Well,
short,
hopefully
I got drunk yesterday.
What?
I was gonna give a recap. I was gonna say, long story short, I got drunk yesterday. We were a little disconnected. I got messages, and we're done.
Yeah, pretty much. That's everything. Oh my gosh. Yeah, that was like what? Like a 10-minute discussion of how we were feeling yesterday. Mhm.
Like, they don't need to hear all that.
Oh my gosh. And we were late. We were late in the beginning and we were still late. Oh my gosh. Anyways. So, yeah, let's get into this episode because Rob's gonna have to leave in about what, like 40 minutes?
Yeah, something like that.
Yeah, so let's get into the should we end with the Twitter or should we start with the Twitter?
Is the Twitter related to what we're gonna talk about?
It could be. Well, no, actually, I just wanted to talk about and show on Twitter of what I thought was fucked up.
Oh, okay. Start with that then.
All right, here we go. Here we go. So, if you look on you guys' screen, okay, this pissed me the fuck off. So, yeah, it's a video of basically it's a mashup of people's just like reacting or like, you know, sad shit. But the real story is it says married couple separated for 54 years during World War II. The woman never remarried, but the man did and had children and grandchildren. That pissed me off. Look at how devastated she is, man. And I thought this was fucked up because you look at her disappointment and her sadness. Like, she stayed loyal to his stupid ass for 54 years. And you know, I was trying to look into the story. Like, I was looking into the comments because sometimes people, like, they actually, like, do the research and then they post, like, a video or, like, an update or, like, a story. Yeah. This, oh my gosh. Yeah, it just tore me to pieces. But anyhow, I was looking at the responses. One person wrote, imagine loving and waiting for a person for 54 years when you don't even know if he's dead or alive. Imagine the pain and suffering she went through and how sad and tragic it is for her when she finally finds him and realizes he has already moved on a long time ago. Fuck that. That shit pisses me off, dude. I can't, man. And then the next one is someone posted, men cannot be alone. They don't leave a relationship unless there's someone else. When left or widowed, they find a new partner very quickly. Thoughts?
Yes.
Oh my god.
It is true, babe. Unfortunately, it is true. But it doesn't apply to everybody. I think you and I talked about this before, and we both agreed that if anything ever happened to one of us, we wouldn't move on. I mean, it's in not just our culture, but the spiritual side of things. That's our beliefs. So you don't have anything to worry about. It could be 60 years and I'll still be single. but for other people, it does happen. It is, I don't want to say normal, but, well, did she think that he, well, they said that she didn't know that he was alive or not, right?
Mm-hmm.
So maybe she felt the same way for, maybe her belief was that if he did die in the war, that she had to remain a widow. I don't know, it's fucked up. It is fucked up for her to realize that he moved on, and she never did. But did she? Does that mean that he didn't love her as much as she did?
I think it says that.
It implies that.
I think so. I mean, it should, but I mean, I don't know. Like people would just say that that's like selfish. Like, oh, that's selfish of you to think that that nobody should, like, somebody should like not move on, like, after death, or like, I don't know.
Well, it does say till death do us part. So maybe they had an understanding. Maybe they had a conversation before that, and maybe she wanted him to move on.
Hell no. Look at this woman. Like, she's like wanting to beat his ass, but her ass is so small, frail, and weak and old now. She can't knock his ass out.
Yeah.
Like, like it's almost like, how could you? Like,
Yeah.
like, you know how much I fucking wanted you? Like, I mean, I don't know. Like, dude, like how, like, oh my god, I can't. Like, okay, if you break up her life, right? Like, the okay, after the war, like, you're waiting for him, you're looking for him, like, oh, I'm not sure, maybe she got served, like, this motherfucker went missing, and, like, how they give, like, soldiers, like, the flag and, like, medals and things like that to the family. Like, maybe, I mean, I'm just saying, like, maybe she received all of that, and it's like a mix up or something, and then, like, mourning him for so many years, and then there's, like, oh, I'm kind of half-ass over it, and then it's like, how do you move on? Like, maybe from there, like, her health started deteriorating, or, like, she just, maybe she had a, I mean, people back then, they didn't really believe in therapy, but it's like, maybe she did go through some therapy, or, like, something to, like, she needed something to live for, right? And then there's, like, being friends and ending friendships, or like, somebody wanting to, like, be with her, but she's like, no, I'm dedicated to my husband. Like, he died in a war, like, oh, I'm so sorry, or whatever. And then it's like reliving that trauma all over again, just to say no to somebody else that wants a life with you, but you're just like, no, like, I'm dedicated to him. That's what a fucking marriage should be, and it is. And like, you're watching, like, you're heartbroken, and you're watching everybody get married, and you're watching everybody have families, and get-togethers, and, like, you're watching all of these things, and it's like personal torture, because you were planning your entire rest of your life with this person that you still don't even know if he's dead or alive, and you were just loving him so much and so hard. And then again, like, like, having to pay the bills on your own and shit, like, just all of these things just going past you, and now you're old and frail, and you can't remarry, like, you can't have children, and you're already going through old people problems, and you're already probably stuck in a home, or and then you find out this piece of shit just comes out of nowhere, like, he's remarried, he's happy, like, and look at his life, like, his his firstborn child. Like, oh, that's the happiest he's ever been, and it wasn't with her. Like no, that's, oh my god. Like, I just want to smack him, because it's almost like, okay, motherfucker, you were in the war. Nothing happened to your wife. Did you even try looking for her? You know, like, I'm sure you knew family or, like, you know, something. And I get it that, like, you know, in foreign countries, like, they like, a lot of countries kind of take over, or they built their bases on their land, right, in their countries, and it just forces everyone to evacuate, or, like, you know, to find jobs, you know, to get out of the war zone. And that's probably how they separated. But it's like, dude, you are in the military. You can fucking find somebody to search for your fucking wife. You have peoples to do that for you. And you didn't even do that for 54 years. You got remarried, you know, like, you put a ring on it, and, like, honeymoon, you was fucking another bitch, and then you ejaculate, and then you have, you know, however many fucking times, many fucking positions. How disrespectful. And then she ends up pregnant, and that's your happiest. And how many fucking kids you got, right? Plus grandchildren, birthdays, graduations. Oh, I'm proud of you, I love you. And buying a new house, and, you know, decorating, and travels, and money, and struggles, and sicknesses, and, oh, I'll take care of you. See, all of that shit with someone else, and this poor woman. What an asshole. Ugh, I can't. Moving on. You've already stated. I'm, like, so mad. Look at her. She's crying.
Let's just, okay.
Oh my gosh, you need to smack him. Now.
What if he did wait? What if he did try to search for her? What if he tried all that stuff and then it just...
He should have locked that dick up no matter fucking what. Like, I am dedicated to my wife. Wherever in the world she is, if she's in a different country, different part of the country, or in the ground.
Mm-hmm.
Oh my god. People don't hold the fucking value of their marriage.
Yeah.
Fuck that. You're in the military, you got money, you're set up for the rest of your life.
Mm-hmm.
Oh my god. Like, okay. it just... What?
Baby.
Now.
Listen, I just want to know, at this point, okay, after so many years, who would even consider bringing them back together? Whose idea was it to reunite them?
People that want clout. People that want a story.
Why not just let her go on thinking that he died or whatever? Whatever she told herself to get through it, because I don't think that she was waiting for him. Like, okay, she may not have remarried, but I don't think that she was waiting by the door hoping that one day he would walk through. I think at some point she convinced herself that he was gone, that he was dead, and she continued her life.
Yeah, meaning that us women are sensitive creatures and men are just pieces of shit.
Excuse me? No,
I stand by that. Like, this is just heartbreaking.
It is. I am sad for her. I'm just saying, the piece of shit is the person that decided that they were going to bring them back together. They should have just let her believe that he was gone and let her die by her, you know, thinking that, instead of breaking her heart all over again.
Yeah, I would love it. I'm just saying that if she passed away, she haunted his ass after she found out in spirit that his stupid ass was still alive. Oh my god. And this is just one story. Oh my gosh, I can't. Man, there should be no understand. Man, he should be begging her. Look at, like, he just taking all the praise. She the one got up out of her fucking chair. He should have got up for her. Wheelchair or not, bro. Like, I don't know. Like, that's just... I don't know. Like that's just fucking horrible. Like, dude, like don't you see that that's the woman that you were supposed to grow this old with?
Yeah.
Ugh. Yeah, she may be looking like she's like happy and grateful and shit like that. Hell no. He need to get up for her. Like he's just sitting there like, oh well, it's done. I've done my shit. Bitch, you ain't do shit with your life. Not saying that that's what he saying, but
What if he did though?
I need more footage, and I need it to be translated in fucking English. Oh my god, get off my screen. I can't. That's just what do you guys think? Drop it in the fucking comments. Moving on.
I love you, baby.
You better. Because I better not fucking come. Like, alright. When I die, I swear. I fucking swear. I'm gonna be in your phone. I'm gonna know what you're typing. I'm gonna know what you're thinking. I'm gonna know who you're talking to. Oh my god, yeah. I would make the rest of your life a living hell.
If I was to move on, but I'm not going to, so you don't have to do all that.
You better not.
I won't.
I'm telling you. I would be so hurt. I would be so fucking hurt.
Well, I know.
Oh my god.
Well, I know.
Okay, hopefully we can get through this very quickly before Rob has to leave.
I'm going to war.
Huh?
I said I'm going to war.
Yeah. And after that war, he has a war with me.
I like war with you though.
Yeah, I like war with you too. And the aftermath.
Yeah.
Yes.
Speaking of aftermath, I gotta tell you something after the show.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
Is it good or bad?
Depends on how you look at it.
Oh my god. You know, like the first thing that comes to my mind is always bad, so I'm gonna go with bad.
It's the aftermath of yesterday. Let's put it that way.
Your hangover.
No, not that part.
Okay.
Not that
Okay,
part.
well we'll discuss it afterwards.
Okay.
Okay, so we came across this article, and it's the name of the article is called "New Data Show Why Dating Apps Are Declining in Popularity Among Millennials and Gen Zs." Okay. And reading through the article, it says that that people are beginning to have disinterest in dating apps. And I wrote down my own list, right? And I'm gonna I can't post it in the chat box, but I do have the links to both of these articles in the description, so you guys can go there and check it, read it for yourself. But I just wrote down the things that I think people have disinterest in dating apps. Okay, and then after I give my list, I'm going to read a little bit off of the article. But I think people have disinterest in dating apps because there's a lot of creepy people on there. Okay, kind of taking it back to one of our previous episodes where we briefly discussed about like specifically what Funky Dineva was talking about. He kind of pinpointed on white women going to college and finding marriage, finding a forever partner. But I'm guessing that in dating apps there's not very much educated people. Like there's a lot of uneducated people on these dating apps. All right. And this is my own list, okay? This isn't from this is just from my own past experiences, but people that have been incarcerated. People that have been to jail, prison for something fucking crazy. disinterest in dating apps, I would think people that are antisocial, people that have low self-esteem, like they're like they, they don't think very much of themselves. People that are damaged, because they kind of use like a dating app to hide behind, right? And people are looking for something long term. I think people use dating apps to find, just to hook up with. Like, they're not looking for forever through like a dating app. And they're saying that these dating apps, they're kind of aiming to what it says here on their website, that they're trying to reshape their reputation. And there's a few things that come to mind that I think is kind of a good thing, but kind of not. And I'll let Rob talk or give his 2 cents. But I think one of the things that I think is a good idea is that, you know how when you go on to like TikTok, you go on to Snapchat, and you go on to Instagram, they have in these dating apps, they included a story feature. So just like Instagram, you know how you can post like little short stories and stuff. You can reshare reels and viral videos. They have that feature on these dating apps now. But that's kind of like a good thing. But I don't have any dating apps on my phone, but I'm hoping that if they do have that story feature on these dating sites, I hope to goodness that they don't have a share location feature like Snapchat does. Snapchat is like one of the number one apps for cheating. For people use Snapchat to cheat, because when you send someone a message on Snapchat, once you close it out, it automatically deletes your messages. So you can't go back and see like, oh, who the fuck is texting my husband? Like, you can't, none of those messages would be there. But on Snapchat, I remember a few years ago that many people had their locations on. So every time they posted a story, right, the location of where they were snapping from, where they were vacationing from, where their hotel was, where where they were dining at, or where they were going, it fucking came with a map. And it had street names. It had like the place of the building name, like the entire address. So I'm just hoping that these dating sites aren't like thinking that, oh yeah, that's gonna re-up our dating app if we do this. So I just don't think that it's safe, because like I said, my first list is creepy people. What do you think?
Yeah, creepy people is the reason why I never installed those fucking apps. I did one, and I don't remember what it was called, but I think it was before Tinder. But it was more like you would just have a bio. There was no swiping. There was none of that. You just type out a bio, and people would click on your thing, and they can message you. I don't remember what it was called though, but yeah, that's where I learned that there was creepy people out there. Because the messages that I would get, it was more like, oh, I just want to hook up. And it's like, okay, well, I'm not looking to hook up with everybody that I meet, so that's not what I want. I wasn't even looking for dating. I was just looking for friends, I guess, people to talk to. And because I used to be kind of active on Yahoo chats, and that's what I was looking for. I was looking for something like that, like live chatting with many people, not just one person.
Mm-hmm.
But when I was getting messages about hooking up, I was like, yeah, no, that's not what I want. So I deleted it, and then I heard about Tinder, and Tinder was kind of like the same thing, just for hookups and stuff. So I was like, yeah, I don't want that. So I'm guessing that that's what the article, well, from what I read, that's what the article is saying, that people don't necessarily just want a hookup. I think, well, millennials are still people that used to go to bars, I think, right? It's still the same age range of the people that used to go to bars and meet people there. It's almost the same thing. It is creating, like you said, I think you said it's for antisocial people that don't like to be out with a lot of people around.
Like they're just cool
But,
with video chatting, texting,
yeah,
and to them that's like a whole relationship. It's
yeah.
not like meeting up somewhere and having coffee and like doing stuff
At,
anymore.
at, I guess at some point it turned into just a hookup app. And I think for Gen Zers, that is the reason why it's declining with them too, because they don't want that. They don't want to just hook up with anyone. They they are antisocial. They don't want to meet people. I guess it's easier to meet someone online, right? You get to know them. It's happened to us. That's how we met. But um, some are scared of that. Some people just don't want that connection either. So they're like, oh, if I just go on Instagram, I think that's part of the reason why these apps are failing, is because there are other places to meet, like Instagram, TikTok, and you said Snapchat. Um, as far as like sharing location and all that, I think you can turn that off on your phone. Well, I don't know if all phones have it, but I know that iPhone has that where you can turn off your shared location,
Yeah,
and
they
it
do
won't give.
that, but in Snapchat when it first came out, people
Mm-hmm.
didn't know that their locations were on.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, that's I failed to say that part, but yeah, like people didn't even
I think
know that they had their locations on or that they were even sharing it.
Yeah, I think that happened with Instagram too at some point.
Oh.
They were sharing people's, or I guess your location was sharing, but they had a feature where you could turn it off. But yeah,
Yeah,
that
be
was the
sure
problem that
to
people did.
turn your locations off if you're going to be on these dating apps.
Yeah, because yes, there are some creepy people out there, but I don't know. I think I think it's a good thing and a bad thing for people to not just want to hook up, but at the same time they don't want to go out or meet face to face. There is a big difference between getting to know someone online. I've gotten to know people online. Pretty deep conversations happen at night, but
Mhm. I'll say.
it, it gets good. It's good because to me, in my opinion, or at least in my experience, I was able to connect with people on a deeper level through just being like messaging. But I understand that not everybody can do that, and it does kind of create this little comfort zone where they're like, oh well, this is as good as it gets, and this is as good as I'm gonna give you, and that's not healthy because that kind of creates like the creeps, right? Like they just want to hook up, and they just want you to send them pictures, or they just want you to send them a voice message, and that's it. And it's like that's all you want. What the fuck, like you know? But um, it. I think if you're gonna meet up on these apps, it should like you should make it clear what you want. And like I said, at some point, is it Tinder or damn? There's another one called what Bubble or something like that.
Bumble.
Bumble. Don't like. But I don't know if it's understood that when you're on those apps, it's just to hook up. Because from what I understood, when I installed that other app, I thought it was to meet people. It wasn't to date people. It wasn't for a hookup. It wasn't for any of that. At some point, I did start hearing from younger people that were like, "Oh, those apps are for desperate people," which I think that also um, contributes to the decline of these apps. That younger people think it's for like older people who are desperate and can't find someone to talk to. So I think the younger crowd, um, do they have learned to socialize in person. Might not be the best way, but for them,
So
because
what
what
you're
I
saying is that older people are creepier.
well, kind of, a little bit. No, I think it's just some people are just tired of going to the bar, and they're using these apps as like they used to go to the bar. So they are kind of just looking for a hookup. Man, it's crazy. So you're saying this Snapchat thing, which I'm glad I never got it. Um, it's known to be like a cheater's app.
Yes.
So my question to you should be then: should I be concerned that you still have a Snapchat? I mean, I'm not
No.
saying that you're gonna cheat, but
Um, I use Snapchat one for the filters. Filters are fun. Second, I use Snapchat to video record my deliveries while I am on the phone with you. So
okay.
if I'm on the phone with you and like, cause you like to tag along with me uh through the phone while I do deliveries, I can't use my camera on my phone, like just a regular camera.
Mm-hmm.
I have to go through Snapchat to be able to use the camera and the audio. So while I'm on the phone with you, I can still use my camera and, no problem. So that's the only reason why I use Snapchat. People do try to reach out, like a lot of people like to cruise Snapchat, and I don't know how to do that. But since TikTok and Instagram came out with a Reels feature, Snapchat picked that up because Snapchat never had that. Snapchat never had like a stories, or no, they had stories, but they didn't have Reels. So I think people are finding each other by if you leave a comment on somebody's reel
Mm-hmm.
or location. If somebody has like, oh, like I'm over here being stupid, you guys want to meet up, here's my location. Like, like people are like careless like that. So I do get messages, but it's not like, hi, how are you? It's like, oh, people say that I have a dick, a big dick, what do you think? And then they'll send me a dick pic, and it's like, okay, block.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, it can get disgusting, but no, you should not be worried that I have Snapchat, because I just use it for those two things. When we're not on the phone, then yeah, of course I use my camera. I don't go through an app to use the camera feature while I'm doing deliveries. So
I was just kidding, by the way. I'm not worried about it. What is concerning
oh
is
my
people thinking that
gosh.
they can just message you.
Oh my god, right?
And people trying to hide just
Mhm.
because they don't respect their marriages. But anyway, moving on back to the article.
I want to say
I,
something really quick. It says right here in quotations, in 2023, Tinder created a single summers series hosting dating events across the country to take the pressure off of one-on-one dates. Let's see. Bumble similarly hosts Bumble IRL, which is in real life, and Hinge recently announced a 1 million fund to help Gen Z connect in person. My only thing, like, okay, that sounds like, like a high school reunion. It sounds like like a conference or something like that. But the thing that would be concerning to me is those crazy people showing up, and if you say like, no, I'm not interested, and they follow you to your hotel room, or they follow you to the restaurant, or You know what I'm saying? And then
Mm-hmm.
want to hurt you. You
Mm-hmm.
know, and what's I think very quickly that some of these people, they can present like they're professional people, and professional people are smart, and I think it does give them the upper hand to harm somebody and like get away with it. So that's the thing too. Like if something was done to somebody that they didn't want, like they're getting away by going back to where the fuck they came from. They just came to hurt somebody and like leave. So are these things a good idea? But we're running out of time, babe.
Yeah.
We didn't even get to the second article, but
It,
we
it
can do that tomorrow.
basically it basically says the same thing. The
Oh yeah, it
I
does.
don't even know what's whatever generation comes after Gen Z. I think is Alpha or something like that. They're saying that it's even more um on the decline with them because they meet up on video games. Which that's I mean I guess I see it with my nephews and my niece, but I see there's gonna be a lot of isolation when it comes to them. It's gonna be harder for them to meet people. So maybe
Yeah, because
um
now they're making friends with AIs.
exactly. There
Yes.
is actually an app, and I don't remember the name of it, but one of them told me that there's an app where you talk to just AIs.
Yeah, there's
I'm like,
on Snapchat, they have that feature. You can actually befriend an AI on Snapchat.
yeah, that's weird.
It's weird and it's dangerous in my opinion.
Yeah,
But yeah. Mm.
I say just get out there, put yourself out there. You know, you're not gonna find anything if you're comfortable.
Can I
And you're,
suggest don't meet someone in person right away?
you
Because
don't think that's a good idea?
no, because they fucking flip on you, dude.
But they do online too.
Yeah, well, it's worse in person because they could follow you. They could follow you home.
That is true. But
You know, they could put a device on your car
oh
and
yeah,
it could,
you're fucked.
yeah, you can like, you know what I'm saying? Like lead them
Yeah.
to your house.
Yeah.
Or it's like, okay, again, very quickly, like say there's two homeboys, right? Like, oh, I'm gonna meet this chick. You know, she a bad girl, you know, and like, oh, let's do something to her. You know, motherfucker could just be in the parking lot and like one of these guys has a drone to follow you home. You know what I'm saying?
Damn, babe, I didn't even think about that.
Yeah, like if you have a drone. Yeah, okay.
Yeah.
I'm not trying to give you guys ideas, and if you guys are having these fucking ideas, something's wrong with you. Get help, okay? But people like there was a guy who caught his wife cheating with a drone.
Yeah.
He followed his wife meeting up with another dude, and his drone was following her.
Mm-hmm.
So shit, man. See, like crazy people. You know, it has its good things and then it has its bad things, but
Yeah.
but that's all we have for this episode. My husband has to leave out the studio.
Mm-hmm. Sorry, dude.
No, you're good, baby. Thank you so much for joining me on panel and giving us your 2 cents.
Thank you for having me.
But you have no opinion about the twits. Okay?
Yes, I do.
No.
Yes,
I'm gonna
I do.
pull your mic.
No. I love you, babe.
I love you, baby, and thank you so much.
Thank you.
And thank you to those that have pressed play on the playback. And don't forget to add, rate, comment, subscribe, follow, and share. And yeah, in the next episode, so we covered both, right? We covered both articles.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, you guys just watch out for the next tweet of our next episode. So yeah, follow us on Twitter and Facebook and MeWe. I will drop links. And you guys have a beautiful rest of your day. And yeah, we'll talk to you guys in the next Wire Run Podcast Live. Peace.